So I'm on the Atomos stand, another NAB, another product. Rich, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Looks like Shogun's been eating an awful lot and has grown slightly.
I know, it's expanded somewhat. So this is the new Sumo, so Sumo 19. So basically it's taking the principle that we have within the Inferno series, but blowing it up. So it's a proper production or director's monitor. So it's 19 inches, it's a full HD resolution, so it's 1920 by 1080, still completely touchscreen operated, and it's a full HDR panel, so again like the Flame series in Inferno. It's a 1200 nit panel, so we can show the full dynamic range capabilities for true HDR, showing over 10 stops of dynamic range. Has the Atom HDR engine in it, so again we can go straight from log to HDR from pretty much all the cameras out there, Sony, Canon, Panasonic, Red, Arri, JVC, Fuji, etc, etc. We can also do the kind of normal HDR Rec 2100 inputs, so either PQ or hybrid log gamma. So this really opens it up for the expanding HDR production world. So it makes it very, very affordable for use in the field, but also as a grading monitor or edit monitor back at base. So you've got those same tools to actually then grade out of Resolve or whatever you're working with back in the edit. So it's really allowing you to step forward in that environment. In terms of connectivity, it's HDMI in and out, quad link SDI in. We can also provide switching capabilities for this as well. So it's got a built-in 4-channel HD switcher, so we can have up to 4 1080p, up to 60 frames a second, input feeds, switch between them, and we'll have transitions and stuff within that. We can then record those, or we can stream them out and use it as a live switcher. So it's really giving you a whole load of kind of different functionality that Atomos haven't kind of delved into before. But it's the same intuitive UI. Anyone that's used an Atomos product before, or to be honest hasn't used an Atomos product before, it's incredibly intuitive to use it as a recorder monitor. In terms of connectivity on the back, we have XLR power inputs, we have XLR audio in and out, so there's no breakout cables like there are on the smaller, because we've got the real estate to do it. And we'll also have a system for continuous power on battery as well. So we have 2 XLR inputs, and there'll be mounting plate options you can put on the rear for either V-Lock or Anton Bauer. So we can still provide our continuous power system into a device like this as well. In terms of mounting, we give you some little stand mounts. So if you are using it in the studio as a production monitor, we give you the mount in there. But otherwise, you've got thread mounts all around it, so you can rig it however you want. There's a Visa mounting plate on the back as well, so it's very easy just to kind of mount that on the wall in a studio, OB truck, dick cart, like we kind of have it here. So yeah, plenty of options of how you can deploy and use it.
One word that you mentioned in all of that really springs to mind, affordable.
Yes.
And that's kind of the big thing here. I mean, it's not that much more than the Shogun Inferno.
Yeah.
And people actually could get their hands on this. Whenever things like this appear, you said, and then it's like $7,000-8,000 or something. This isn't.
No, this is £1,995 ex VAT, so it's very, very affordable, and this is really what Atomos want to empower, this kind of new HDR technology that's out there. People with a GH5, Alpha 7s, kind of affordable cameras can go out and basically shoot HDR in, they've got log-based cameras, the Atomos unit will allow you to expose that correctly. You can now have this back in your studio connected to your Mac or PC, and for accurate monitoring, just with a little professional I/O card, something from like AJA or someone like that, and then you can basically have a PQ here and grade, pretty accurately, very professionally for for HDR. Upload that to YouTube, and anyone's got access to that. So it's a fantastic bit of kit that's really going to open up that kind of indie filmmaker and kind
make
of
it more accessible.
Video. Yeah, exactly. Great. But then for your high-end, cinema guys and people working on location, DITs and things like that, it's a more practical Atomos unit to have in those environments because of the real estate you have for the screen and the connectivity and mounting options that you've got.
And you've still got a really nice bright screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. When are we going to see it?
So Q3, it's probably going to be the earlier side of Q3, but yeah, some point Q3 this year.
Splendid. Well, we look forward to getting them.
Excellent.
Thanks, Rich, as always.
Cheers, mate.